Well, it looks like it's giving new baby, new era, new album, new tour. Cardi B just came to us to announce that she is indeed pregnant. All right. She's pregnant with her fourth child, and she will be having a child with her boyfriend, Stefan Diggs. Okay. For a lot of people that are wondering, yes, Cardi B, from my understanding, is still married to Offset. Their divorce has yet to be finalized, but they are indeed separated. All right. She did go on to break this news over on the Gayle King show, and I want us to check out just a tidbit of what Cardi B had to say.
I want to start right away
Yeah.
with, because the rumors on the streets be talking.
Mm-hmm.
And so the latest rumor about you is that you are having a baby.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know what, if anything, you want to share about that with the class.
Well, yeah.
All right. So you guys just heard everything that Cardi B had to say. All right. She is with child. She is pregnant by her boyfriend, Stefan Diggs. Okay. There has been a lot of mixed emotions online, and we'll tap into that. Some people are in support of it. Some people are not so in support of it, and we'll tap into that. But there was something that Cardi B mentioned, and that was the word safe. She says that he made her feel safe, which I found to be very interesting, considering the fact that when her album drops later on tonight, she's also going to be dropping a video, okay, to her song called Safe that actually features Kehlani. She did drop us a little bit of snippet, so let's check that out. All right, so that's Cardi B, honey. Now, not only did she say that Stefan made her feel safe, she mentioned that he told her, "Let me heal you." Um, it's something about that term for me that it could be good, it could be bad. I feel like when it comes to the healing portion, we will have to wait to see just how well that actually happens, okay? I feel like they're still in the beginning parts of their relationship, but they are about to be attached to each other for the rest of their lives as they are welcoming a child into this world. But I want us to get into what a lot of the social media users had to say about this moment here. Let's check out the first one. Someone says, "Pregnant by your boyfriend while still married to your husband is a lot of words I never expected to have to string together, but alas." Someone else says, "If you don't want your wife to get pregnant by her boyfriend, be a husband." Someone else says, "My issue with this whole Cardi B and Stefan situation is she let a man sit her down again at the peak of her career. This rollout was absolutely phenomenal, the best we've seen in years. These past couple of months was and is supposed to be about her and her only. She's worked so incredibly hard to get her to this point, and yet she's made a man the focal point of her moment. She let yet another man steal her moment. That's my issue. It's not just these phones, it's these damn men too." Now, for me, I have to slightly disagree. I don't think it's so much as making it about a man. I do feel like the pregnancy slightly is overshadowing the album, right? If it was up to me, I was in Cardi's position. In all honesty, I wouldn't have told y'all nothing. Right? Likely would not. And here's the thing, if I'm on my third child, understanding that I am still married, I am in this relationship with this guy, and there's been different speculations and conversations about, him or whatever, I feel like it would have been perfectly okay if she would have continued to play it in people's faces, not necessarily confirming or denying whether or not she's pregnant, right? You guys continue to think whatever it is or know the facts or not know the facts. I would have probably posted a picture of my baby's hands or feet or something like that. But, I don't think that she needed to come out and give this information, but she's about the drama. Am I the drama? Yes, absolutely. Cardi B is the drama. All right. So she came to Gayle King. She wanted to make that announcement known. Maybe she was tired of holding it in. But personally, I would have held it in a bit longer and I wouldn't have told y'all then. Hot key. Okay. Now, I know when I did announce my pregnancy, that I feel like that's slightly different, and I'm damn sure not a Cardi B, but this is your fourth child. You already have three. You're having the situation with Offset. I feel like you didn't really need this. And if you were going to announce it, some part of me wishes this announcement would have come earlier on so that the focal point could be about the album and everything. Honestly, It also could have come maybe next week after the album dropped. But right now, there's been so much conversation and stuff, now that she's dropped it. And maybe that's what she wants. Like, all of this is only going to, I would think, continue to help the album as you guys continue to keep, Cardi B in conversation. All right. Now, that's not all that social media users had to say. I wanted to get into a bit more. Okay. Someone says, I love Cardi B, but this is some ghetto ass. Pregnant while still married to someone else? The new baby daddy has multiple kids. She's too rich for this ghetto shit. Someone else says, the idea of women having to follow a blueprint for other people's approval are gone. Women being pregnant or having multiple kids while maintaining a career is no longer a negative. Cardi B, Ciara, Beyonce, Rihanna, Summer Walker. Society puts those limitations on women, and it's unfair. You can't control women. On that list that was provided, they are going to highlight the women that are having multiple children with the men that they are either with or that they are married to, right? Versus still being married and going on to have, a child with a boyfriend who wants to heal you, but we don't know for sure how long he's going to be around. Hopefully, he's around for a very long time. Hopefully, they figure it out. This is her person. She could go on, be with him forever, whatever the case is, right? So hopefully that is the case, but I think that's where people are going to differentiate a few things. There was something else in this comment. Society puts those limitations on women and is unfair. And I have to agree. Society does put limitations on women. Very unfortunate. Okay. We have a lot of people that pretend to be girl, and I support women and I'm women this, women that, women this, women that. But as soon as a woman operates within her choosing and her decision that does not align with yours, then it becomes a problem. And then we want to pick people apart. And then we want to not be the girls that we say that we are, right? At least that's my personal. However, I do feel like if you are not operating in your best interest, then I feel like some people should be able to say and call you out just a little piece. Okay. And a lot of that comes from us putting these celebrities on certain pedestals and expecting certain type of behavior from these people once you've reached a certain status. You know what I'm saying? I do think that Cardi should have given this a bit more time before she found herself in this situation. But I don't know when Cardi found out she was pregnant. Maybe she was too far along and realized, hey, we here now. So let us go ahead and let's keep going. All right. So not necessarily sure. Definitely wishing her the best and safest delivery possible. Obviously, her being pregnant, just like it did not stop the show in the very beginning when she first brought us Invasion of Privacy, it appears that it's not going to stop a show this time at all, because Cardi B did go on to announce that she is doing her tour. Okay. She's going to move forward with her tour called Little Miss Drama Tour. Now, she did say that the baby is expected to be born well before the tour. Now, in my personal, I do feel like, Cardi, keep that information to yourself when it comes to whatever the gender of the baby is, whenever the due date is. Just keep that information to yourself. Okay. Am one to believe that the baby is going to be due much sooner than people think. And, in my opinion, although it's none of my business, I would say late October, early November, somewhere up in that time frame, to really get her body back right and how it needs to be. I'm sure she's been in a lot of conversation with her doctor and things like that to see whether a C-section is going to be best or whether vaginal. Not sure which one she's going to try. I'm sure she's going to aim for vaginal because she can recover much quicker should she have a vaginal birth. But, you just can never tell how things will go. Okay, because the babies get in there and the babies do what they want to do. All right. So that's what's going on. Cardi B is having a moment. Now, after she made this announcement and she told everybody what she's, what's going on in her personal life, all right, that she is pregnant, she did come to social media because she wanted to assure the people of something.
All right. What's poppin', y'all? I had a date today. But anyways, I'm just here to remind y'all that my album comes out September 19th. It's going to be on all platforms. And on February.
So y'all just saw Cardi B, all right? What she wanted to assure everybody was the fact that, listen, I am still planning to move forward with this tour, okay? I'm still planning to move forward. It's going to happen. Continue to have faith in me because it is what it is, all right? She did say, I did see a video where she talked about how, her label as well as Live Nation has talked to her about pushing it back. She didn't have to do it as soon as she was planning on doing it. And she said, no, she's going to move forward while the momentum is very high. So that's what's going to take place. Another thing that Cardi B did decided to do was come to us with her features. Now, Cardi B came to us with her track list, all right? It looks like Summer Walker is featured on the album more than one time, all right? She has the track list out. It's a lot of bit of songs that we're going to get into. So I'm looking forward to checking out the album to see exactly what it is that Cardi B has to offer the people, all right? Y'all let me know how you all are feeling about this overall situation with Cardi B being pregnant, Cardi B not fully being divorced just yet, her in this rollout that she's doing. I do feel like just because she has announced her pregnancy, and a lot of us may not be in support of who and